Throughout the history, Bihar has remained the center of enormous empires, touching the extensive boundaries of the Indian subcontinent. Vast fertile lands stretching up to miles on the banks of languidly flowing holy Ganga. No Indian empire could ignore the strategic, socio-political and economic situation of Bihar. And the reason lies in the prosperity of the land as well as in the wisdom and righteousness of its empires, which is etched in golden letters in the annals of history. Be it the mighty Nanda dynasty or the illustrious Republic of Vaishali, values and justice thrive in its very soil. The Arthashastra by Chanakya not only delineates the rules of administration, but also lays down the principles of justice. He clearly thought that an independent and proper judicial system is the right of a citizen and the duty of state. My foundation rests on this glorious tradition of truth and justice. Today, I consider myself to be the carrier of this heritage of free and impartial justice. That is Patna High Court. Situated at the busiest and most significant stretch of Bailey Road, the coronary artery of Patna, Patna High Court, stand imperiously with the glory of my history shining in my facade. Under British rule also, Patna was an important administrative hub of the Bengal, Bihar and Orissa province. On 22nd March 1912, the Governor-General of India proclaimed that the territories of Bihar and Orissa, which formed a part of Bengal Presidency, were promoted to the status of a separate province. By letters patent dated the 9th of February 1916, the Patna High Court was ushered into existence with circuit sittings at Cuttack, and from 26th February 1916, on the publication of the aforesaid letters patent in the Gazette of India, the High Court of Judicature at Fort William in Bengal ceased to exercise jurisdiction in all matters in which jurisdiction was given to the High Court of Judicature at Patna. So, in the ancient city of Pataliputra, where many mighty emperors dispensed impartial justice to common people through the ages, I too became a center of justice for the lakhs of people of Bihar and Orissa. Before I was established, the people of Bihar and Orissa had to go to the High Court at Fort William in Kolkata. The common people had to leave their households for quite some time and spend a lot of money to go to Kolkata. The difference in languages also posed difficulties. Though there was a local court of appeal at Patna, for important cases the trip to Kolkata could not be avoided. With my establishment, not only the burden of Fort William High Court lessened, the people of Bihar and Orissa also got an opportunity to get justice in their own environment. Now, my building had to be constructed. My foundation stone was laid by His Excellency, the late Viceroy and Governor-General of India, Lord Hardinge. In his memorable speech on this occasion, he said, "I feel assured that within its walls in future days justice will be administered with courage and impartiality to the terror of evildoers, and to the triumph of every cause which is right and true, so that the High Court of Bihar shall earn a name for sound sense and good law." I have imbibed the values on which my foundation is based in my day-to-day working. My building was designed by Mr. Munnings, an architect from Australia, and the civil contractors were Messrs. Martin Byrne and Company from Kolkata. The new building was to accommodate the working strength of all the 7 honorable judges, including the Honorable Chief Justice. Originally, there were 6 courtrooms: the courtroom of Honorable Chief Justice, the Sessions Court, and 4 other courtrooms. On its completion, the Patna High Court building was formally opened by the same Viceroy in a grand darbar held for this purpose on Thursday, the 3rd February 1916. On this occasion, Lord Hardinge said, "I think when I look at this fine building that the people of this province may congratulate themselves in many ways on their new institution, with my most earnest wishes that the labor of this court may be inspired with wisdom, justice, and mercy, I will now proceed to open the building. The dignity of my glorious past is steeped in my working. This dignity is reflected in my building also. The single-domed main building and other courtrooms, joined by arched corridors situated amidst the lush green lawn, create a serious and impressive ambience. The grand and beautiful marble hall is situated beneath the central dome. My architecture was so impressive that the Patna Museum, which was functioning from the Commissioner's bungalow from 1915, was transferred to my premises, where it was housed till 1929, when it was finally shifted to its iconic building in Buddha Marg. One of the unusual features of my building is the presence of Sessions Court in its premises. Generally, High Court and Sessions Courts are housed separately. However, during the British rule, when my building was envisaged, the Sessions Court was given a place in my premises only. The reason perhaps was that the British people did not like to appear in Sessions Court like Indians. The ambience of my building was more suitable to them, so the Sessions Court was housed in the same building, contrary to tradition. After the inauguration of my building, the High Court actually commenced work from the 1st March 1916. After my formal opening in 1916, the Patna High Court started its work with the Chief Justice and 6 puisne judges. A separate province for Orissa was created in 1937. However, this High Court exercised jurisdiction over that province till 26 July 1948, when a separate High Court was constituted for Orissa. Even after the constitution of Orissa High Court, the sanctioned strength of my judges remained the same. At the time of independence, in 1947, the sanctioned strength of the court was 9 permanent and 3 additional judges. In 1972, the Ranchi bench of the High Court was established, which became the High Court for the state of Jharkhand on formation of Jharkhand on 15th November 2000. 13 judgeships remained with the newly created state. At present, there are 37 judgeships in the state of Bihar. The greatest contribution in the shaping up of my personality has been that of the honorable judges who established me as a temple of justice by their wisdom, impartiality, and intelligence. First of all, meet my first judges. Sir Edward Maynard de Change-Chenier was my first Chief Justice. There were 6 other judges also. Mr. Justice Syed Sharfuddin, Barrister at Law. Mr. Justice Edmund Pelly Chapman, ICS. Mr. Justice Basantakumar Malik, ICS. Mr. Justice Francis Reginald Rowe, ICS. Mr. Justice Cecil Atkinson, Barrister at Law, and Mr. Justice Jwala Prasad, BA LLB. Born in Chhapra, Justice Sayyid Sharfuddin was educated at Patna College and he was a judge at Kolkata High Court. Justice Basantakumar Malik was made the first Indian member of the Council of India. Justice Sayyid Fazl Ali was the first Indian Chief Justice of the Patna High Court. He held the post from 1943 to 1946. Then he also became the governor of Orissa and Assam. When India became a republic, Pandit Lakshmikant Jha, who was the Advocate General of Bihar, was appointed as the Chief Justice of the Patna High Court. The First Amendment of Constitution is related to my judgment on Zamindari Abolition Act. On 9th of May 1950, the Bihar Land Reforms Act 1950 was passed. The President of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, assented to the act on 11th of September 1950. Suits were filed inter alia by Maharaja Dhiraj Sir Kameshwar Singh of Darbhanga, which was transferred to the Patna High Court to be tried by this court. The cases were heard by a special bench of Honorable Justice J. G. Shearer, ICS Bar at Law, Honorable Mr. Justice D. E. Rubin, ICS, and Honorable Mr. Justice S. K. Das, ICS. By concurring judgments, the special bench declared the act as unconstitutional. After this, the constitution was amended to insert provisions securing the constitutional validity of the Zamindari abolition laws in general and certain specified state acts in particular. I am also witness to many historical verdicts of India's struggle for freedom. Young revolutionary Khudiram Bose got the death sentence in my premises at the age of 19 on 13 June 1908. Another revolutionary, Baikunt Sukul, was awarded the death sentence on 18 April 1934 for the murder of Panindernath Ghosh, the landlord of Betia. So many names in my story shine like glorious luminaries in the history of India. Working in my jurisdiction, Dr. Sachidanand Sinha had started a movement to separate Bihar from Bengal province. Afterwards, he remained as a beacon in the field of education, literature and law. He was the Vice Chancellor of Patna University from 1936 to 1944. In 1946, he was nominated as the interim president of Constituent Assembly of India. After that, Dr. Rajendra Prasad was made the president. I also have the privilege to be the workplace of Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the first president of India. Even today, his application for enrollment as Vakil comes before my eyes. In my lifespan of 100 years, I have taken many significant decisions. One such case was about women practicing in the court. In 1921, a lady from Orissa, Miss Hajra, filed a petition before the judges of the Patna High Court. They said there was no legal impediment to her enrollment, but since the Kolkata High Court had denied this in 1916, they could not make an exception. However, one of the judges suggested that the legislature should decide about the eligibility of women graduates for legal practice. Now, I am content that in 2010, a lady judge, Justice Rekha M. Doshit, was appointed to the post of Chief Justice of the High Court and proved a milestone for women's presence in judiciary. Honorable Justice Indu Prabha Singh was the first woman judge of this High Court, while Honorable Justice Gyanasudha Mishra was the first woman judge to be elevated to the Supreme Court of India from this High Court. I am proud to be an important part of the judicial journey of Justice Leela Seth, the first woman to become the Chief Justice of any High Court. She worked as barrister in Patna High Court after Kolkata. Dharmashila Lal was one of the first lady barristers of the country and practiced at Patna High Court. In 2004, for the first time in my history, women advocates were nominated as senior advocates. One was Seema Ali Khan and another Anjana Prakash, who were later appointed as judges of the High Court also. Two of my judges were also appointed as the Chief Justice of Supreme Court of India. Justice B.P. Sinha became the 7th and Justice Lalit Mohan Sharma became the 24th Chief Justice of India. The 7th President of USA and himself a lawyer, Andrew Jackson, had said that all the rights given to the citizens in the Constitution will become mere bubble in the absence of an independent and impartial judiciary. Today, when I remember the 100 eventful years of my existence, a collage of pictures depicting my independence and impartiality move before my eyes. Lord Harding laying down the foundation stone, my opening ceremony in the royal function, my honorable judges, hapless convicts hearing the sentence, and the common man feeling relief after getting justice. Justice has been given an honored place in the preamble of our Constitution. The first and foremost duty of a republic is to ensure the provision of social, political and economic justice to its citizens. From my inception to this day, I have worked to attain this goal. Today, thinking about the triage of legislature, executive and judiciary, I see myself as a color of our tricolor that blows proudly in the wind atop my dome and is a symbol of the dignity of our incredible nation.